Beijing, capital of the People's Republic of China, is the political, cultural, and diplomatic center of the whole nation. Many world natural and cultural heritages glitter Chinese people's talents and diligence. She not only owns numerous ancient palaces, imperial gardens, Muslim temple palaces, but also beautiful natural scenery. Its variety of heritages, beauty of gardens, and excellence of mountains has won reputation for it in the world. "50 kilometers away from Beijing, a hill shaped as the steamed bride called Q Mountain locates on the northwest of Zhoukou-dian. In the past, people always found fossils of ancient animals and used them as medicine, and the doctor of traditional Chinese medicine called it Q. People at that time perhaps did not think about the land they live on is the former residence of people's ancestors, Homo erectus pekinis. From 1921 to 1927, archaeologists had found the teeth fossil of ancient ape man here for more than once. The formal archaeological excavation began in 1927. Important discoveries appear continuously in a large-scale archaeological excavation in the following decade. It is particularly worth mentioning that in the excavation of 1929 led by Chinese paleontologist Fei Wenzhong, a complete Beijing ape man skull was unearthed. This discovery astonished the whole world. The debate of whether Homo erectus is ape or human being was discovered by Javanese. Beijing ape man's discovery and research solved the question in scientific area. Thanks to this, human being history was pushed forward for 500,000 years. The discovery of Beijing ape man provides abundant convincing evidence for human origins. Facts suggest that in the early stage of human being, judging from physical form, cultural property, and social organization, there is indeed the stage of Homo erectus. They are offspring of Australopithecus and ancestors of Homo sapiens. Homo erectus is an important middle link of evolutionary sequence from ape to human being. This discovery makes great contribution to biology, history, and human development. In 1930, a cave or upper caveman about 30,000 to 20,000 years ago was discovered. The archaeological excavation began in 1933 and 1934. Formerly, upper cave had a complete ceiling facing the north, but removed in excavation. Now the door facing the north is man-made. 3 complete human skull fossils and fossils of other parts were in the cave, which belong to 8 individuals. There are also plenty of animal fossils. Relics of upper cavemen include carbon dust, stone artifact, bone objects, and ornaments made of gravel, beast teeth, and shells. Around human fossils is hematite powder, which is the evidence for upper cavemen burying the dead. Upper cave culture belongs to the culture of late Paleolithic age. Judging from the hematite and the high-hand shell, their activity scale enlarged from northern Xuanhua to southern seaside. Ceiling accumulation located on riverbed 60 meters away from Baia River. Discovered in 1937 and 1938. Animal fossils occur. Squirrel and bear they bite were unearthed here. Most of the accumulations are gravel layer and sand layer, whose geological area is early Pliocene. The third relic, which is an east-west fracture, was discovered in 1927. When found, the whole fracture was full of gravels, including fossils of mammal and other animals. Systematical excavation began in 1933. Excavation area was about 8 meters long and less than 4 meters wide. Animal fossils unearthed include 59 kinds of mammals, such as zokers, porcupines, sable, Arctonyx coloris, tigers, and Beijing deer, whose geological area is Middle Pleistocene. In the excavation of third place in 1933, the 12th relic was discovered when cleaning gravels left in the former quarry. It lies less than 5 meters to the third relic. It is a cylindrical corrosion pit 1 meter in diameter, full of red gravels. 22 kinds of animal fossils unearthed include saber-toothed tigers, Brachyclopus, and Vickers baboons. It is the oldest photo spot on Kill Hill. Uncovering the prelude of human history. Early in the Paleolithic age, Beijing ape men began to select rock to make stone artifacts as a weapon or ancient instruments of production. Basic difference between human being and ape lies in that human beings continuously improve themselves in battle with nature. Beijing ape men used fire first and were able to hunt for large animals. They do not have long life and almost died before 14 years old. Less than 4.5% of them lived for more than 50 years. Zhokou Dian relics is the world's ancient human being of the same area with the most various, systematical, and valuable materials. It is not only a rare historical evidence for human society in continental era, but also illustrated human beings' evolution. It is a specific witness to a passing civilization. Because of this, Beijing ape man relic in Zhokou Dian is added to World Heritage List in 1987. Early in 2000 BC, slavery society Xia dynasty began to offer sacrifices to heaven. Chinese emperors called themselves Son of Heaven and pay a tribute to the heaven and earth. All emperors regarded the activity of offering sacrifices to heaven as an important political activity. Architecture for sacrifice plays an important role in imperial architecture. Temple of Heaven, built after feudal society, is typical of Chinese architecture for sacrifice. Temple of Heaven was set up in 1420, used to offer a sacrifice to heaven and pre-harvest. It has double walls which form the inner and outer altar. The main architecture is in the inner altar, laying on a straight line from south to north. There are the circular mount altar and the imperial vault of heaven in the south, the hall of prayer for good harvest, and emperor palace in the north. Circular mount altar is also called praying altar, which is for emperors to offer sacrifice to heaven on winter solstice. It was a round altar with blue glacis at first. When rebuilt in 1749, blue glacis were changed to white marble parapets, and it was paved by hard and durable blue stone. The circular mount altar is divided into 3 layers: upper layer, middle layer, and a low layer. The number of parapets and columns is 9 or multiple of it. Asian peoples think that 9 is the extreme number, representing supremacy. Emperor is the son of heaven, having supreme status. Therefore, The whole circular Mount altar emphasizes on Emperor's majesty. After Yongle period in Ming Dynasty, on winter solstice, Shangxin Ri in lunar January and Mengxia of every year, emperors came to Temple of Heaven to hold ceremonies to offer sacrifice to heaven. First is the master before the ceremonies. When offering sacrifices, except offerings, emperors should lead ministers to worship, praying for God's mercy. A round stone sheet called Tianxin Shi located in the center of ceiling in circular Mount altar. Standing on the stone or knocking it, acoustic wave would be reflected by the nearby sheet. Mixing with original sound, the volume is doubled. Therefore, whenever emperor offered sacrifices to heaven, its vigorous voice was like God's oracle. The circular Mount altar is rounded by two sheets of walls, inner round and outer square, symbolizing round sky and square earth. There are 4 lattice stargates on the 4 sides. Plants around altar are mainly junipers. Among them, there is a juniper of more than 500 years. Image strange, straight strong tree trunk surface with longitudinal garland. Rotationally distortional, like 9 circular dragons playing with each other. So its name is taken as 9 dragons juniper. It is said that this juniper on roadside is to welcome the emperor, so it also has the meaning of 9 dragons welcome the emperor. Huangqingyu is the most important ancestral building of circular Mount altar. Front hall and cellar hall are rounded by a wall. Because of the wall surface is hard and smooth, circumference of curvature accurate, acoustic wave can be reflected along the wall. If 2 people in different points of the wall talk, they can hear another one's sound. Therefore, the wall is called echo wall. Below Huangqingyu steps lay 3 pieces of stone sheet, named the 3 sound stone. Stand on the first stone sheet and clap, you can hear 1 echo sound. On the second sheet, 2 sounds. It follows that 3 sounds on the third sheet. Quite interesting. Huangqingyu is the place where the god is worshipped and god Kali was displayed. When rebuilt in 1752, it was changed to single-eave round roof with blue glazed tiles to symbolize the sky. It is said that because the Temple of Heaven is the place to offer sacrifice to heaven, main architecture of it is covered with blue glazed tile as roof. The yellow glazed tiles that imperial gardens used were prohibited. From selecting place, plan, design of architecture to sacrifice etiquette and music, Temple of Heaven is built according to the saying of yin-yang and 5 elements in Chinese ancient Zhou-Yi. Ancient understandings to heaven, relation between the people and heaven, and wishes for the god were represented successfully. The southern circular Mount altar is just opposite to the northern Garden Valley altar. These 2 altars were connected by a bridge 360 meters long named Danbi Bridge. The middle of Danby Bridge is the Immortal Road. Left is the Emperor Road and right is the Minister Road. Emperors walk on the Emperor Road, ministers walk on the Minister Road, and the immortal walk on the Immortal Road. There is an east-west tunnel under the bridge. Before ceremony, livestock would be sent to be killed through this tunnel. Garden Valley Altar is the place where pre-harvest ceremony was held. Main architecture are Qi Nian Hall, Huang Qian Hall, East and West Side House and Qi Nian Gate. The altar of Garden Valley Altar is the round architecture combined altar with hall, built according to ancient saying, offering sacrifices to emperor and a house. Qi Nian Palace with Garden Valley Altar as its house seat is a round architecture, covered with triple blue glazed tiles, treasure roof gilded. Qi Nian Hall is supported with 28 pieces of Nanmu pillars, which surround triple circles. The 4 posts around the inner circle represent the 4 seasons. 12 pillars around the middle circle supporting the second eve represent the 12 months of 1 year. 12 pillars around the outer circle represent 12 hours of a day. The 24 pillars of middle and outer circle represent the 24 solar terms. Moreover, the total 28 pillars represent the 28 constellations. It is the only Ming-Tang-style architecture survived now, and the carrier of Chinese ancient literature. Another important architecture of Garden Valley Altar is the Huangqian Hall, located in the square courtyard surrounded by Qi Nian walls, connected with glazed doors. It is a Wudian-style palace, covered with blue glazed tiles, below with white marble column seats. It is a palace especially for worshipping the god and emperor's ancestors. One day before the sacrifice, after emperor's worship, minister of rituals will do his worship and god cars will be carried to Qi Nian Palace. Plenty of works should be done before the Memorial Day. First, the architecture and facility should be renovated. Every street from Forbidden City to Temple of Heaven would be repaired to a completely new look. 12 days before the Memorial Day, infants would be sent to observe the ready livestock. 3 days before, Emperor began to have a feast. 2 days ago, he got ready the congratulatory message. Last night before the Memorial Day, Taichung Temple director leads followers to display the god cars, vessels, sacrificial offerings. Music club get ready for their play. At last, ceremonial master would have a complete inspection. Temple of Heaven is not only the pearl of Chinese ancient architecture, but also the treasure of world architecture history. In 1998, it was declared World Cultural Heritage by the UNESCO. In 2009, Temple of Heaven was elected as one of biggest surviving imperial worship architecture by Chinese Association of World Records. World Heritage Committee has done following evaluation about it. Temple of Heaven was built in the first half of 15th century, located in Imperial Garden, surrounded by green pines. It is a well-surviving temple complex, whether the integral arrangement or single building, all reflect relation between heaven and earth, which is the core in Chinese ancient cosmology. At the same time, the architecture reflects specific function emperors have in the relationship. Fate is the result of human mind, generating with the formation of human social ideology, representing human beings' original consciousness, a symbol of human being going to civilization. In class society, rulers especially define sacrifice to heaven, listed it into the category of the feudal etiquette, and made it an important aspect of national political life. Temple of Heaven is the sacrificing altar of ancient Chinese emperors, and a result of Chinese long history of sacrificing to heaven. Its grand architecture, various cultural relics, not only record emperors' wisdom, fertility, and wrath, but also record Chinese people's aspirations and wish. Passing through 2,000 years wall, condensing Chinese nation's infinite wisdom and creation, imbued with splendid history sum through ages, the Great Wall still stands there sticking to the splendid borderland. The Great Wall is the large-scale military engineering built in ancient China to resist the rock tribes' attack. From first Emperor Qin, emperor of every dynasty would strengthen the Great Wall. Great Wall stretches for thousands of meters from east to west, so it is called thousands of meters wall. With Tiananmen, terracotta warriors, they are regarded as a symbol of China. The existing Great Wall is the relics of Ming Dynasty in 14th century, whereas Badaling Great Wall, located in 16 kilometers away from northwest Beijing, is the best survived part of Ming Great Wall. It is not only the important military pass in Ming Dynasty, but also important protective screen of Beijing. Badaling Great Wall is one of the 9 best military passes in the world. This part of Great Wall with dangerous terrain is the important outpost of Juyong Post. A saying goes that Juyong's danger lies not in the pass, but in Badaling. Badaling is an important military place in ancient time. In order to protect from rock tribes' attack, the Great Wall was built here in spring and autumn period. There are still relics of it. Its trend is the same with Ming Great Wall. Badaling Great Wall was built in 1505, taking as long as 80 years. Great anti-dwarf soldier Qi Jiguang came here to guard and get defense. Through more than 80 years construction, Badaling Great Wall forms the tight defense system. Use danger to create pass by terrain is an important rule to build a Great Wall. Badaling Great Wall fully makes use of the terrain built along the mountain back, Some part is very dangerous seen from outside of wall, but gentle inside, with an effect of easy to protect, hard to attack. Early in 1988, Badalingri Wall was added into the World Cultural Heritage by the United Nations. World Heritage Committee judges it as the longest military installation of the world. At the same time, it has great artistic value. The Great Wall is the backbone of Chinese nation, recording Chinese long history. It is just like a dragon passing through mountains, bold cliff, crossing vast prairie, desert, up and down on the top of mountains, galloping in Huang River and Boise coast. Ming Dynasty is in late Chinese feudal society. From first Ming Emperor Zhu Yuanzhang defeat others and became emperor in 1368, then pushed over Yuan dynasty's rule, to farmers' insurgents broke through Beijing. Emperor Congzhen hung himself in Mei Mountain. There were 16 emperors altogether in the 277 years reign. Ming 13 mausoleums located on the hillside of Tianshou Hill is the general term of 13 emperors' tombs after Ming Dynasty moving to Beijing. Tracing back to Ming history, except Ming Xiao Mausoleum on the south of Zhongshan, where Ming's first emperor was buried, Emperor Jianwen disappeared because of Jiannan battle without leaving a mausoleum. Emperor Jingtai was buried outside Spring Hill of western Beijing. Other 13 emperors were all buried in Tianshou Hill, so it is called Ming 13 Mausoleums. As famous Chinese Asian Mausoleum Museum, 13 mausoleums takes the mysterious imperial palace, brilliant mausoleums as exhibition theme. Spacious historical relics displayed represent the long history of Ming 13 mausoleums and exquisite craft of Asian working people. In 2003, Ming 13 mausoleums was added to World Heritage List. World Heritage Committee made judgments as following. According to geometric theory, the size of Ming imperial mausoleums was selected elaborately. Architecture was dexterously displayed underground. They are the result of people's changing nature, reflecting traditional architecture and adornment thought, explaining 500 years authority view of feudal China. From building Long Mausoleum in 1409 of Ming Dynasty, to building Si Mausoleum in early years of Emperor Shunzhi of Qing Dynasty. The building of Ming 13 mausoleums lasted for more than 200 years. The mausoleum, occupying 40 square kilometers, is the biggest surviving mausoleum complex, which has the most emperors' mausoleums in China or even the world. Ding Mausoleum is one of the 3 biggest mausoleums in 3 mausoleums. Occupying 180,000 square kilometers, the layout is square in front but round at back, containing the ancient Chinese philosophy round sky and square earth, mainly including Ling'an Gate, Ling'an Palace, Bao City, Ming Perling and palaces underground. Ding Mausoleum is the mausoleum of Ming Dynasty's 13th emperor, Emperor Wanli and his two queens. Emperor Wanli is the emperor in reign for the longest time, and a symbol of dissolute and laziness. He ascended the throne at 10 years old and was in reign for 48 years. Early in reign, reform was carried out and the economy was booming. In late period of his reign, he often ignored the state affairs, making state more and more corrupt. Before Emperor Wanli was born, Ding Mausoleum was built, completed in 6 years, spending 8 million yuan silver. Emperor Wanli was just 28 years old when Mausoleum was finished, not used until 1620, idle for 30 years. In the middle of 1950s, an archaeological plan tried to solve all secrets in 13 mausoleums, but finally only one mausoleum was opened. That was the Ding Mausoleum. In fact, Chang Mausoleum is the first goal in the excavation plan. Chang Mausoleum is the biggest and best preserved one in 13 mausoleums. However, the research to Chang Mausoleum was not successful. Finally, archaeological team decided to find another mausoleum to excavate. Through many researches, Ding Mausoleum came in the set of archaeological team. The underground palace of Ding Mausoleum is made of stones, mainly the huge blue stones without beams. Inside the underground palace, there are 7 white marble stone gates of fountains, designed dexterously and flexible to open and close. Along a longitudinal axis displayed 3 big palaces: front palace, middle palace, and back palace, the same as architecture on Earth. Middle palace displays sacrificial utensils, 3 white marble stone seats. There is a set of yellow glazed fire supply and a porcelain jar in front of the seat. The porcelain jar was full of lamp oil for lighting the Changming light. Coffin platform of back palace displays coffins of Emperor Zhu Xujun and 2 queens, and beside the coffin are 26 red-painted wood boxes full of funeral objections. Though for half a century, there is a debate on the excavation of the mausoleum, almost just as an irreparable mistake. The reason is that abandoned treasures were not protected, important relics were damaged, and it is a pity that many mysterious cultural signals and phenomena were not recorded. What amazed the archaeological field is that through this wrong excavation, a big mystery was found: the funeral service of emperors, which is the gesture of the dead body in the coffin. There are 3,000 cultural relics unearthed from underground palace of Ding Mausoleum. Except a few sacrificial vessels, most are the articles for daily use of Emperor Wanli and 2 queens, including 4 natural treasures: gold crown, phoenix crown, the glowing pearl, and Ming 3 color glazed pottery. Among 13 mausoleums, Chang Mausoleum is the biggest, earliest, best preserved mausoleum. Chang Mausoleum locates on the south hillside of Tianshou Hill, which is the common tomb of the 3rd Emperor Yongle and his queen Xu Shi. It is the ancestral mausoleum of the 13 mausoleums. Chang Muslim's architecture is changed according to the Emperor Ming's Muslim principle. As the main body of Muslim architecture, Muslim was built on the hill foot of Tianshou Hill. Facing the south, it is square in front and round at back. Inside the Muslim, Bao Hill, Ming Prelim, Ling'an Palace, Ling'an Gate longitudinally display along central axis. The square part before Chang Muslim is made of a three-entrance courtyard. A gate was set in front of the first courtyard. Inside the yard are 5 imperial kitchens and a warehouse. There is a prelim built over a stone tablet in front of the imperial kitchen. The kitchen and the warehouse were burnt down in mid-Qing dynasty, whereas the prelim is survived till now. An imperial palace gate named the Ling'an Gate is set before the second entrance yard. According to the document records, in 1538, Emperor Zhu Houzong renamed all imperial palaces on Longevity Hill to Ling'an Palace, and renamed the palace gate to Ling'an Gate. In the yard, Grand Ling'an Gate was built in the middle of north. In Ming and Qing dynasties, this palace was used to consecrate the gold guard of emperors and queens, and it is the place where the ritual activities were held. This palace was built imitating the throne room of Ming dynasty. Now, in the form of material objects and pictures, Emperor Yongle's achievements, historical scenery of that time, architecture of Chang Muslim, distribution of Ming Muslim were displayed. Moreover, more than 100 pieces of relics unearthed from Ding Muslim were exhibited, such as gold crown, phoenix crown, jade pendants, and gold and silver vessels. Emperor Yongle, the first son of Emperor Zhu Yuanzhang, was conferred Yanwang in 1370. He won the throne in 1402. Next year, he changed the title of emperor to Yongle. When Emperor Zhu was in reign, he moved the capital from Nanjing to Beijing, building the Forbidden City representing Chinese feudal imperial power of authority. At the same time, he ordered to modify the Yongle Encyclopedia, circulate Grand Canal, send eunuch Zheng He to set sail to explore the world. He is a successful emperor who had made significant influence in Chinese history. The Bao city architecture consists of background part. Its front part is connected with the third entrance to form a union. In Ming and early Qing dynasty, red doors were set symmetrically on its four sides. Not only is the gutter outside the building wood structure, but also inside it. In one renovation of mid-Qing dynasty, the structure was changed. The roof was changed to stone roof. Then 2 red doors were closed with bricks. Therefore, the front and back doors are open. The outer appearance of Ming Prelim is as the same as formerly. According to the Chinese traditional geometric theory, from selecting sites to planning programming of certain Muslims, designers pay attention to the harmony of natural mountains, streams, and forests with Muslim architecture. pursuing perfect state to express the theory that man is an integral part of nature. As the masterpiece of Chinese Asian imperial Muslim, it represents the rich connotation of Chinese Asian culture. Now in the super excellent result, tracing a long history, people still can think about the stories happened in longevity area.